just minutely. So I've been getting really into Oddworld again.
I love the world and and the theory and the thought behind it. I am just not a huge fan of the the gameplay. I don't care much for the gameplay.
Oh, I love the hard as hell 2D platforming.
Like I can
The
stomach.
remake might be better for you.
The issue actually isn't the visuals. It was the when I first played Oddworld, I was like maybe 7 years old.
I was 4,
Yeah.
and I fell in love with the dedicated fart feature.
Well, of course you did. You were a 4-year-old.
But yeah, no. When the remake controls a bit better. Like it's just a really smooth remake, and it is essentially, uh, like what is the game equivalent for a scene for scene? But yeah, it's like a exact remake, just with more characters to save.
Oh, I should actually probably check my dashboard. See if anyone's actually watching.
Well, there's me.
Well, you don't count. Gosh.
I know I don't. That's why I said there's me. That way you don't see the one and get excited.
I'm in a few other servers I'm posting there too, but these are all D&D.
This would be the game to, get your D&D friends in.
Okay. Let's post that and then remove the major embed thing. People just click the link for those that are interested. Alright. Oh, we might want to poke Squeak. Here, let me...
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, let me poke her directly. I have one viewer. Oh, wait, it's just Dante.
Oh yeah, I'm the most important.
Yes, you're the everyman. The one who's never seen this shit before.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'm supposed to see this? Damn it, I need my glasses.
Oh.
Why is it now everyone wants to message me?
Because you're busy now. Don't you know? Now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Thank you, Squeak, so much.
What'd she do?
I PM'd her and she's like, I was about to take a nap. It's okay. I'll join. I'll just nod off to your wonderful voice acting. Yes, my wonderfully horrendous voice acting, because boy howdy, coughing up a storm hurts. Hello, Squeak. Yes, please nap to my dulcet tones as I scream in your ear.
Yeah, just be sure to turn the volume.
Just turn it up. Just turn it way up there. I think it's time to get back into the game. So... So, at the end of last session, we just finished a run. I was wrong. I didn't have to go back and get anything. It was all... I didn't actually have to repeat the fight. Because I'm brilliant that way. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support, in case the Drek hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. Good fixer is worth the nuyen. It's their job to figure out, a bunch of different things, actually. Yeah, John Bartlett. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door.
I'm back.
Oh. Hi, Rooster.
So, I got disconnected somehow and it wouldn't let me join the call again.
Oh, that's fun. I guess my cough isn't completely gone.
Well,
Hey,
as long as you're not
ladies.
losing your voice to it.
There's a woman looking for you. Jessica something. She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, chummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard regulars. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks called Miss Kabuta. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Cody's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett. Big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm going to look around. Have fun. Let's see, what does Van Grass have for me? Oh, that's right. We picked up a few things while we were out. Doing a run. So, we'll be able to get some more money. Pay data and whatnot. I'm very busy. You show me something worth my time, or you walk away. Date from the NTSB. Rinraku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. Now, if we were a Shadowrunner, we'd know for a fact that he would double dip. Double dip meaning he would actually sell the secrets to both.
You aren't a runner yet?
I don't have the etiquette of a runner. I don't have the background for it. I was security, not a runner. Not everyone becomes a Shadowrunner willingly. In fact, most don't. Very few actually do.
So then my next question is, wait, I had it and it fucking left. What the fuck?
Yeah, it'll
I hate
come
when that
back to you
happens.
eventually. I got 800 million for something like that. Deal. It's it's done. Talk to him again. You change your mind. I got a juicy list of BTL clients straight from Yakuza Syndicate Lab. That's dangerous info. I'd rather not handle it. So how about 600? We could get more out of it if we were, formally of a gang, but because you can only get one etiquette, and it is what it is. Deal. It's done. So hey, would you look at that? We just got 1,400 for almost no work. What does Bartlett got for us? Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach.
I was mid thought where when it disappeared, squeak. I was about to say it and it just evaporated. It's terrible.
Oh, it's worse when you're mid-sentence and you're like, I got this, blah, 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 blah. Brain? Brain, where did my train of thought go?
You're halfway through the word and then it just everything shuts off.
Yep. Hey, lady! What's shaking? Have you looked around? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I got something that might rock your world, if you got time. Time is money. I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. And in the know lady like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. What he's meaning...
sounds like he sounds like the fucking the slap chop guy.
Well, see, here's the thing. What he's talking about is you can hire regular runners. You can hire people who are kind of burnouts, they were hot, but then they fried themselves. They're old. They're on their way out. Or you can pay for regular runners who aren't quite the best, but they also aren't pissants either. So it's one of those things of
mid-tier.
Yeah. So then it comes down to the thing of, do you pay for subpar skills and get shafted in the middle of a run? But you have a bunch of bodies? Do you pay premium coin for somebody who knows what they're doing and is damn good at what they do? Or do you split the difference? I personally prefer going for the high-end people because they're just better overall. Less chance of, getting messed up. Miss Watts. Let me take a drink here real fast.
Take a shot every time they mention runners.
You want to get drunk? You want to get fucked up? That's how you get fucked up. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts, Jessica Watts. She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it's clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Lynx, I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who calls herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward and gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run the shadows in years. If you say so. But even so, look at this place, these people, and you. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you?
Squeak. I don't know if you want to spend that much money on cannon fodder.
You really don't. They're not worth it.
And they could just leave you stranded. It's not like they stay with you the whole time, right?
Oh no, they're with you for the run. But if they die, that's it. They're gone.
Okay, the way you said it, it made it seem like they could just leave if things got too dangerous for them.
Oh, if this was an actual tabletop game, oh, absolutely. They absolutely would. But
God, so yeah, that's really if you just need one person
yeah,
for something.
it can even be as simple as I literally just need a body to sit there and look pretty. That's what you hire the low end people for.
Okay.
I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there's an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? I am a professional. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my lowlife brother. First, Sam was my friend. And second, I'm being paid for my trouble. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Actually, Sam hired me himself. I don't understand. He set it all up before his death as a contingency. Am I to believe that my drunken slaughtered brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died?
Were you even hired, or were you asked as a friend?
Yes.
That should be your answer. I'm doing this as a favor, not as a job.
Her boardroom mask drops momentarily in a sigh. She reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Just composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Lynx. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam... well, Sam was Sam. You know? I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me, I don't want to see this drag on. I would love nothing more than to give you closure, and quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just let it be. No one else needs to get hurt. Your brother had my back when I needed him. I can't walk away from this. Are we talking about the same man? My brother was worthless, Lynx. Worthless. He used people. He... Never mind. I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Her demeanor changes instantly, from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? There's quite a few options here, and we'll be going through each of them. When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. Now we could do the bartender recalls Sam complaining about the arguments, or, and this is the one I like to go for, is there was a note on Sam's body. Sounded like an apology, and offered to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes, in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it.
Because he cared about you, stupid.
Where were you on the night of Sam's murders? Sam's murder. Bleh. I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice! I just can't let him drag me down. Again. And you show her the picture of her and Sam as children. She takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where? Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. So it was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between you two? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. And then, after our father died, things began to change. And we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. She then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2, 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, another looking to hold on to it. May I keep this? Sure, I got what I needed from it. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted further and further apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Calfrey. Here, let me just let my voice crack and pop here. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision of what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I have taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well. I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I am reinterring my mother's body tomorrow. I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral's tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Lynx. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe.
So Sam wasn't his runner name. That was just his name.
Yep. And some runners are like that. Some just... that's their name. Oh yeah, I should probably spend my karma.
I don't know. That just doesn't sound like the smartest idea.
I
But
wouldn't argue there.
But you know, with his sister being far away, it's probably safe for him to have gone just by his real name.
Yeah. Let's upgrade quickness. And yeah. 5 points on upgrading my quickness, so then hopefully I can spend 10 more points to get more accuracy. Alright. Oh yeah. We've got 7,000 Nuyen right now. That's actually kind of... yeah, you'd be surprised how fast that goes, though.
Oh, it spends just like real money. I understand.
There's Mr. Delilah you can talk to, or you can talk to Coyote and Mr. Clue. When Coyote sees you, her eyes glisten with gratitude. There she is, the elf of the hour. How are you doing? I'm good. Bleh. There, let me just... so many female voices, and they all tend to run together. I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm done with BTL squats. I'm done with the crusade. The world looks pretty different to me now that I've got Gino back.
That's her brother, right?
Yep.
Or cousin, whatever he was.
Brother. So, what happens now? Now I'm gonna finish my shift and get some sleep. I think I'm due for some. After that, probably buy some ammo. I'm running low. See you around. Don't forget about me if you need some backup of your own. Her arm texture is actually bleeding. Is actually in the bar. That's hilarious.
That's the problem with robotic arms. You can't tell where it is.
Glad to see you well, Lynx. And you, Mr. Clue, holding down the fort? As always, though people are more on edge than usual. Word got around about the latest Ripper killing, and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they huddle up. You noticed how empty the streets are these days? That's 'cause everyone's either locked in their squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered. I have no idea who that is.
It's a transformer.
Ah. I'll bet you
Squeak
do.
is
As
Squeak
much
is
of a nerd,
just
too.
all about transformers.
Hey, everyone's got a hobby.
Look,
No.
if she could, she would transform into a converter.
Ah. I'll bet you do. See you later, Mr. Clue. Later. And now, before we talk to Delilah, let's go and actually get some, see what's available for gear and the like. Because I do believe they've actually updated the shop. Need a fresh set of clothes? I'll take a look. No?
Fucking jet ski.
Nope. There we go, Mr. Gruberman. What do you have for me now? The orc stands at attention and looks every bit like he's waiting for a commanding officer who he can crisply salute. He only appears at ease when he's cleaning the barrel of a rifle or counting out the bullets in a magazine. The rest of the time, he appears as he is now, ramrod straight and primed for anything. And how are you, my friend? Fine day to fire a weapon. What say you? Tell me a bit about yourself, Buster. Were you military? After a fashion, yes, ma'am. Sergeant in the 31st California Militia. It's no longer a recognized unit, and there are those who would say we never were, but someone had to stand up to the tier, and it fell to us. Tier 10 gear? Yes, ma'am. I was in Cal Free when the elves came marching down from the north in 36. After the UCAS pulled their troops, and we pulled their support, we had little in the way of an organized defense. But what we did have was a stockpile of weapon and ammo down in Oakland. The locals in NoCal held out long enough for us to bring the heat, and I tell you, all the magic hoo-ha in the world ain't enough to stop a V11 hot rock from cracking your dome. We drove them elves all the way back to Rica. Would have pushed them all the way back to Portland, too, but some ninny down south reached out to the Japanese for aid and got our own version of Normandy for the trouble. Things went to hell in a handbasket from there. Don't much like to talk about those later days. So let's talk guns instead. Can I get you anything? Can I see your stock? Does he have anything better? No, he does not. Did I pick up anything I can sell? Yes. I have grenades I can sell. I did end up using a med kit, so let me just buy the med kit. So basically, I just got a med kit. Which totally worth, by the way.
Squeak, all military nerds are lame.
You look like someone who needs the latest in Matrix tech. What can I get you? Let me see your inventory. Yeah, he doesn't have any of the newer stuff. Still only has a low-end dex, so I'm not quite there yet. Ah, but here's where it gets expensive. The cyberware. I said talk to her. Dr. Castle glances up only briefly from her charts. Her impish friend, on the other hand, tracks your every move, like some sort of humanoid raptor with a mouse under its shadow. Lived to see another day, have you?
She looks like you were asked to draw Martha Stewart from memory.
She still doesn't look bad. That remains to be seen. Still more work to be done. So long as you end up here in the end and not on some organ grinder's table, I am satisfied. Granted, a repeat customer means a person courting death more often than any good doctor should condone, but I don't suppose I can dissuade you from your course of action. Sorry, Doc. Job's not done. Very well. Then let's talk about how I can help ensure you make it back alive once more. How do you fall in with this operation anyway, Doc? Dr. Castle pauses in her work, setting down her tablet, appears to grow introspective. I suppose you might expect that I had a fall from grace. Certainly that is the case with many of my peers. If not that, you might think that I was compelled to do this because a friend or family member became a Shadowrunner, and I hurried to their assistance one fateful night. But the reality is that I grew up knowing this was what I would do with my life. My parents were both Shadowrunners, and very successful ones at that. So successful that they retired in a very large house, and raised a litter of kids who grew up hearing the impossible tales of their parents' younger days. Of course, we were expressly forbidden to follow in their footsteps. We were all expected to attend university and take full advantage of the opportunities they had fought so hard to give us. So Mom and Dad were proud to see me pursuing a medical degree, and they had only minor reservations about me applying that expertise to the treatment of Shadowrunners. After all, they never would have survived long enough to meet and fall in love if not for the administrations of several street docks along the way. So I suppose you could say I was born into this life, after a fashion. She picks up her tablet and resumes her work. Is there anything else I can help you with? Let's check her medical supplies real fast. Yeah, don't need to res anybody, so don't need that. Now look at the cyberware. Okay. Ooh, hello. One moment, please. I hate ghost dialers. They're annoying. So,
Yeah, they are.
back to game. So I can get basic bone lacing, or I can get dermal plating. So I can get either armor or more HP. You also see that there's another type of a cost here. It's called essence. Max is 6. Or rather, you can get it, have a total of 6. Cyber Eye adds 3% chance to hit. Always nice. Ah, yes. Legs. Legs are good. I'm gonna have 2.5 essence after this is all done. So do I get an armor placement or do I get armor? I personally prefer to go with armor. Because, you know, less damage I take, the less I have to replace. All that jazz. Yeah. Mind you, there goes most of our money for runners. But that's fine.
So you're going to be doing solo missions for a while? Or?
I actually tend to do that with this game. I tend to go solo anyway. I have like 1, maybe 2 runners with me. That's about it.
So the free one and whoever the mission tells you?
I don't think the free one's available for this particular run.
Oh.
Cyberware causes essence loss. This affects the magic rating of your character, as magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is very important for spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half of their magic, rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each point of magic lost increases all spell cooldowns by 1 round. Casting a spell again while it is cooling down causes drain damage to the caster, so you can cast again, but it does hurt you. You cannot have less than 1 essence. And never mind. Now to Mr. Delilah. If you're talking to me, there's business to transact. Am I right? Yes, Mr. Delilah, I have a need I think you can fill. Of course you do. That's why you came back. Street talk is that you are tracking the Ripper. What can I do for you, Ripper Tracker? I need to put a crew together. You got scratch, or you planning to pay me out of your earnings? This is important because some runs will actually pay better, or you can lose money because you pay them up front. I personally prefer paying up front because it's easier that way. So then let's answer this question. How much is this going to cost me? Well, for your speed, hired help will run you about 1,200 a head. If you start taking on tougher jobs, well, the more experienced the runner, the higher the rates. I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I got some runners on call if you got any special requests. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's see him. Shannon is part of the group and she will always be there. She is free. Got a shaman. Riggers are always nice. Now, these are the fixer contacts. You can go through the Nephilim network if you want to hire more expensive people. As you can see, they are definitely more expensive. However, I am going to go with this other shaman because it never hurts to have 2 healers. Never hurts to have 2 healers. Good with pistols. He's good
Why
with
not
spirit
2
control.
healers?
Why? You said why not 2 healers?
Yeah.
Oh no, I said it is always good to have 2 healers with you.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood that.
It's all good. Oh, except he doesn't have healing. He has fog, haste, and air barrier, so not him. Ah, here we are. She's got power bolt and the pistol. How's her skills? Good with the pistol, good with casting. She's more of a pure mage. And she doesn't even have healing. Adepts are melee fighters.
How many members are you going to bring with you?
I can afford 1. This guy's all up.
Oh. So, okay, she's already coming with you, though.
Yes.
And how large can your team be, max?
4. You can have a total of 4 runners.
Okay.
Support mage. I don't need a decker. I am a decker.
What is the DPS class?
That would be the samurai. The street Sam, as they're known.
Is there one that you can take with you?
Yes, there is. but because as a decker I'm also spec'd into rifles, I don't need a DPS person because
Okay.
unless I'm at a computer, I already have all the DPS I need.
Okay.
Sorry this is taking so long. Just trying to figure out which one do I want to bloody well take. I think I'm actually gonna go with her because that way I've got some healing. Because as a shaman, she doesn't actually have any healing, which is really weird.
Is she an offensive shaman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am aware. That was just them saying, hold on, are you sure you want to do that? Return to the docks. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Make sure we've got all our stuff. Yep. Yep. Okay. Confirm. Excuse me. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to take advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they were here for us, though. My guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in the warehouse. Damn. I was hoping this would be a milk run. Me too. Figured we'd just have to sneak past a few Lone Star sentries, but I saw at least 4 mercs out there with bigger guns than Lone Star carries. Oh boy. Break into the warehouse and keep Shannon alive. And there's... So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a firefight.
Yay, action.
Huh? You there? This block is off limits. We've got a gas leak on the docks here. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you even listening? Get out of here! If you were a runner, you'd be like, really, dude? They don't pay you enough. Especially not once Lone Star sends a response team, or for Corp. Damn, kid, did you have to break the fence? Killing you won't cost a dime, but replacing that fence... But because I can't, I don't have either one of those. I'm not here for you. Just let me through. Look, lady, I don't want to have to do this. And he runs away. Like a bitch. You shot at her. How dare you? So we could have scared him away. Or because we're just that goddamn good. Bullets. Ooh. Hello, corpses.
Do you get a benefit from scaring them away, or does it not matter?
It's just a different way to deal with the situation. That's all. There's a helicopter
Sir,
here.
no, Squeak. Sirlink didn't run away,
Nah.
or
Yeah.
Lady Lynx.
It's Dame. A female knight is Dame. Found out securely.
Whatever. Whatever.
A runner, huh? Aw. Bang. Go, O mighty mage. You missed. How could you miss? You know what? I'll let her deal with you. God damn. And what do we find here? The warehouse key. Okay, yeah. And that's it for what's outside. Oh! Hello, runner. I didn't see you there. Ah, not quite close enough. Still there, Dante?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry. Just responding to some messages.
Ah. I cast Fireball. Nice! And that,
God
ladies
damn
and
it.
germs, is why you have a mage.
Ah, shit.
And I missed whatever the link, whatever the message was up on screen. Damn. Oh well.
Oh, as soon as the mech hits the ground, something. I only read half of it.
Yeah. Can always watch it again in the post. Which reminds me, I actually need to edit the video so I can post this shit on YouTube. I need to cut them into like 3 chunks each. Okay, so that's it for the outside. Some other runner team got here first. This doesn't bode well. Sparkly top coat has been added to your black and purple treehouse thing. That's very descriptive there. Spirit talk. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Shannon. Her eyes have that far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the new world, and they got it. The Salish side council now represents 8.6 million Amerindians across a multitude of tribes: Salish, Maka, Sinsarak, and others. They have adapted to the awakening better than other nations, thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual. You can see that connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just need to find them. More trouble. Oh boy. Find that data or we're dead meat. Okay, Shadowrunner. Adept. You're the mage. So, actually, before I do that, Shannon! Make me go faster. Mark a target, make him easier to hit. Which means everybody makes it easier for everybody to hit, not just me. Get behind the cover. Gotta get rid of these people before... Ow! Bitch.
Get them before they get you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, Squeak, I didn't even think about that.
Ah! How dare you miss? Hadouken. And heal me. I just healed. Yeah, let me move to cover. 30, 20, 40. So down he goes. Don't attack my mage.
Sean, you know, rule of thumb, attack the mage first.
Well, yeah, I know. It doesn't make me any more annoyed that they're attacking my mage.
True. And yeah, Squeak, it definitely works on this because everyone's magical. But I remember what Sean told me. The magic did start with the Native Americans, so...
Yeah, well, it wasn't that it started with the Native Americans. It was just easier for them to do it because it was part of their traditions already. They already knew how to do it because it was part of what they could do, what they knew how to do already.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Ah, bitch. Ah, double bitch. Come on. Come on. Just... There we go. Which Tumblr had a field day, huh?
I mean... it makes sense that they would because, you know, the whole spirituality and all that.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, Squeak, that's actually very that's a very good point. That it's non-European magic.
Yes.
I wonder what it looks like in Africa because there's a whole lot of stuff in there.
Oh, I'm sure there was quite a bit of stuff. Open the door and get shot at first. Rule number 1, snipe the mage. Always snipe the mage. Oh. Hello.
Wait, you just said snipe the mage, but you were getting mad when they were doing it. Curious.
Well, yeah. I snipe their mage. They don't snipe my mage.
Curious.
I missed, and yet I still hit them anyway.
Ow.
Miss where I was aiming, but I still hit them anyway.
Oh, okay. Splash damage.
Yes. Did you just? And then we follow her, but first we pick up stuff. Ares flat recorder. Nice. So that's to plot. And what's over here?
Squeak. Yes. That is my favorite type of fantasy. I just wish it happened more.
You might actually like some of the Dresden Files. I mean, yeah, he does do Western-style magic, but there's other kinds of magic represented there, and Dresden's all about, they're totally, he totally respects the hell out of people with different kinds of magics, because he can't do it. He can't perform those magics, and he knows it.
You'll have to link me to some of that later.
It takes a bit of getting into, because it's a very long-running series.
I have nothing but time at the moment.
Not sure enough. Oh, stuff I can find over here. Or not. Fine, I guess I'm going all the way over here. She now summons the spirit, and now we talk with the spirit. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burned, their lips quiver as if they are about to cry, but their eyes are round and vacant, and they glare at you now unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flames, choking on smoke as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us. We will use them to testify. Upon showing the first magical fetish to the spirits, we no longer see the world of flesh, Seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words, though. Words may echo through the veil, and sometimes, we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on and on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for a witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned man's remains. This spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. Showing the second magical fetish to the spirits. When the other had gone, and we returned to our vigil, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos. Yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf, his essence remains in this place, where the man died. Something has been left behind. A small part of him, perhaps? Spirit, can you tell us more? The spirits begin to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden, and it takes full measure of you, as if to commit everything about you to memory. No, we must not stay. With the spirits gone, the young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether, connecting her to the other realm as she reels from the backlash, or perhaps from the emotional toil of knowing her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were with him when he died. You all right? She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him. Not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He is free. What we do now, we do for the living. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry, not quite. He will be, once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find that piece of the elf that spirits spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. And as we come back, I do believe there's another fight.
More shooty shooty bang bang.
Yes, more chitty chitty bang bang. DNA evidence. We gained 8 karma. Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scowls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through the small sample and dismember its owner from afar. And perhaps she can. Because that's actually a thing in Shadowrun. Blood magic is very much a thing. There is a corporation, one of the major 10, it's called Aztec Corp. They're known for being fairly harsh and for blood mages. In fact, it is known that the great dragon Dunkelzahn, who died, who was supposed to become the new president of the UCAS, was murdered through blood magic. No one's claiming it, but it's pretty much known that it was probably Aztec Corp that did it.
Taking out the competition?
We don't know. At least I don't know. Can you track him with that? I can, given enough time. But I'm still feeling quite drained. I need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I am able, I will commune with Bear, consult the spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you might take some portion of this apple to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes. For my brother. And there is no one else I would rather have by my side. Because nothing prevents backstabbing bullshit like vengeance. That's runners for you. A lot of runners are that hardcore. So I have 15 karma to spend. I'm gonna spend it right now.
Buy everything you can.
Okay, let's up intelligence.
What about rifle?
My rifle's actually sitting pretty good right now. Actually, let's back off from that and purchase... Let's just up my range combat skill. Okay. Oh. I hate that. Suddenly need to sneeze. And we leave, we go outside, and... After hours. Oh. When you return to the Seamstresses Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place. Bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it, the bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the back hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case. A sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it.
Oh, can you go speak to that,
Without its
that
colorful
door?
staff, cast of regulars, and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front door and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. What was your question? Sorry.
The dwarf to analyze the load. The blood.
Talking about the fixer?
No, the...
Oh,
God, the more-
Dresden.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I
Remember-
thought he would be the person to do that.
Remember, we have access to a street dock with a full medical suite.
Oh, that's right.
Gathered around the intimate back bar, Miss Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the air. Mr. Clue first. Evening, ma'am. What's the word around town, Mr. Clue? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and a troll? Still doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census. The city is still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock. You're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that shouldn't be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Clue, but he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry. Not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, ma'am. Whoops. I am not racist, I swear. Yeah, no. We're not racist.
Sure.